Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on the 9th Tirumurai, 19th Tirupathigam and the very first verse. By God's grace, we have already completed 8 Tirupathigams and now we are moving on to the 9th Tirupathigam. This Tirupathigam is written by Poondhuruthi Nambi Kadanambi and it is written to the place called as Thillai. This particular Padhigam is written in a pun called as Vayiramani. In the latest raga, we call this as Ananda Bhairavi. To talk about this particular raga, this is the only Padhigam that we got in this pun. So, if we look at the significance of this, the entire 9th Tirumurai is usually sung with this particular pun, which is Ananda Bhairavi raga. To that extent, it has taken a very predominant step. Now, let's look at the very first verse right now. Tiruchitrambalam. Muththu vayiramani manika malaygal mel thothu milirvana pol தூண்டு விளக்கைப்ப எத்திசையும் வானவர்கள் ஏத்தும் எழில் தில்லை அத்தனுக்கும் அம்பலமே ஆடரங்கமாயிற்றே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். The Lord Shiva, cosmic dancer, Nataraja, is beautifully performing his dance in the place called as Thillai. He is dancing there among all the devas praising him. He is wearing a beautiful chain made of all precious gems like pearl, coral, ruby and diamond. Among all these precious gems, there are also flowers attached to it, which means we are able to see the beauty of the gems as well as we are able to feel the fragrance of the flowers. And also, if you talk about a lamp, which is usually there in a temple, right? When we talk about a lamp, the wick of the lamp will always have some kind of a blackish dust in it. So once we talk about remove that and we clearly make the flame a little bit more clear, the entire place will be even more brighter. So the entire place called as Thillai is filled with natural bright light from the flowers as well as the gems. Also, it is the place is bright because of the artificial light like the lamp. Not only that, he is also dancing in this particular place for making sure that the souls are getting realized. Because if you talk about light and if you talk about music, that is what we call it as the Nada Vindu Tattvam. The Nada Tattvam and the Vindu Tattvam, which represents the sound as well as the light. So whatever we are talking about, this entire world is filled with sound and light. So Lord Shiva here is dancing in the form of sound and light to make sure that souls are getting realized faster so that we can achieve the real purpose of our life, the real happiness of this life. Why are we born in this world? Once we start understanding the real reason, that is what realization is all about. So that concludes the first verse. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam.